Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to It's a King Thing. Miss Ray. And I'm Ray, of course. Y'all like my twist today? Trying to have curly hair for you for Wednesday. What it do? What it do? I'm trying to see if Instagram is gonna play well today. We're gonna see if it's gonna play well today, guys. Oh, it's playing well today, guys. We got the Instagram up today, finally. Hey! What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey! So now we're live. I'm finally on Instagram Live as well as on the It's the King Thing podcast on YouTube. How y'all like that? So anyway, welcome to It's the King Thing with Miss Ray. And today we're going to talk about betrayal. We're going to talk about betrayal today, guys. Because, I've had my world rocked this week. I'm going to be honest with you. I have had my world rocked this week. You ever had somebody in your life or some bodies in your life and you would never in a million years could have been told that that person would betray you in the most disrespectful way. And we're not talking about being cheated on. Well, technically, anyway, we'll get into that. Anyway, baby, let me tell you, a simple somebody called to tell me they love me and wanted some advice shook my world upside down because I was getting information organically. It wasn't a plot or a ploy or anything of that nature. And then, bam, it turned out that everything you thought was your situation within your friendships and your relationships was a lie. Y'all, a whole lie. Like the lie was so intense that the lies dated back to 2000 and maybe 2008, 2007. The lies dated back that far. And I just found out what's today, Sunday? No, 4 days ago, that everything about it was a lie. And I mean everything. I don't even know where to begin with the lies. It was the, oh, it was the, you, you and her were lovers, meaning I and her were lovers. Never have I ever been her lover. Ever, ever been her lover. And why you would allow that lie to cultivate that you created, because you told me that my niece created the lie. And so for years I was mad at my niece and I said I was gonna beat her when I saw her. But y'all know I ain't rap too tight. So, you know, you understood what the assignment was. You knew that when I saw her it was gonna be on and popping. But then come to find out, it was a lie. It was a whole lie. She never said a thing. So all that time that I was mad at her, and had I seen her, it could have went bad. It was gonna go bad. I'm gonna be honest, because I was hot. I was hot, hot, hot. Like, why would you lie on me? I don't even know where you got that lie from. Bop, bop, bop. It was a lie. And for years, up until 4 days ago, 4 days ago, why I can't understand what's going on today. But anyway, 4 days ago, you let me think for all these years that she created the lie when all along it was you. When all along it was you that created the lie. Then I find out how you was a piss poor, horrific parent. You left your kids in abandoned houses with no water and electricity. I was like, what? I don't have friends that do that. I would never. And to come to find out all this time you've been my friend and you had done this to your children, we would have never been friends this long had I have known the things that you had done to your kids. I could not figure out why, at the end of the day, I couldn't figure out why your kids functioned the way that they did. I never understood it. We never were able to really have in-depth conversations because either with different time zones or I'd just be trying to stay in my lane until they come to me with a problem. And the problem came and all hell broke loose. I found out everything that you had been telling me was a lie. You had my 16-year-old niece letting her 17-year-old boyfriend live with her. And it was just the epiphanies and the revelations that I received these last 4 days has turned my world upside down. Because had I have known these things about her, we would have never been friends this long. Because I don't play games with kids. I don't play games with you abandoning your children. They don't have no hot water, no food to eat, and your boyfriend living with your child and how children are supposed to be protected. They're supposed to be protected and nurtured and groomed to grow into functioning, soaring adults. And to think that my alleged friend failed as a mother and I kind of inadvertently played a hand in it, it does something to my soul. I could not figure out why my niece functioned the way she did. I couldn't figure out why my nephew functioned the way he did. And then when I started hearing what was going on as they were growing up, I now understand why they function the way that they do because they didn't know any better. They didn't have any role models. They were kids raising kids. She was 13, he was 10. She was 16, he was 13. I think about when you told me somebody put you out, had your stuff rained on in the rain, was abusive to you, only to find out that that was a lie. It's the lies for me, the unnecessary lies. You said he was beating you. You told me he was beating you. It was a lie. You told me would catch it every chance I got. He would, man, listen, he would dare not call me because he would know better. I always wonder why you answered. Now I see that it clearly wasn't what you said it was. At the end of the day, it's the lies for me. It's the lies. You don't have any money. I'm sending you money, and I am not rich by any stretch of the imagination. Especially back then, I wasn't rich. And you had money. You got $1,000 from your son, but your man and I was sending you money for lunch and stuff of that nature. But he had just gave you $1,000. Well, where the hell did that money go? It's the lies for me. It's the playing in my face. For what reason? For what reason? Like, what was the purpose? Like, y'all, I'm so fucking mad. I could turn this goddamn table over. I'm sorry. It's the lies for me. It's the unnecessary lies for me. It's the why would you lie to me of all people? Because I've always had your back like two flat tires. I've always stood down for you. When something went wrong, I pulled up, I came in, I stood there, I was there no matter what the situation was. And it's the lies for me. Me of all people. You were my medical power of attorney. If anything happened to me, you were supposed to either save me or let me go. That has since been revoked. It's the lies for me. I don't. When you lie, if you lie to me, that means you'll steal from me. Oh my mama, I'm not. I had to catch myself. Oh my mama, I can't trust you. I don't rock with you. You around my family. I thought you were family. You lied in my face. You played in my face. You told your daughter I put you out of my home when you were staying with me. That was a lie. I didn't put you out. You let that trick in Vegas talk you into coming to Vegas in your ear because you don't have your own brain to think. You let her get in your ear, got you all the way to Vegas, in hot ass Vegas, and then told your ass why you paid rent there, or you didn't pay with me, while you paid rent there, you couldn't turn the air on. But you told my niece, I'll put you out. It's the lies for me. It's the lies. Like, why lie? Just say, shit, I wanted to move. I'm out. Deuces, you grown. Be out there. But you don't have to lie on people. For what? I always tell people, I don't fuck with nobody on purpose because I ain't wrapped too tight. My dad was fast talking me not to pull up where this person is. Fast talking. Because I don't play games. You play games with the other people. You don't play games with me. You should know better than anybody. You know I keep my bell bondsman on speed dial on purpose. Because I don't play with nobody. And I don't expect to be played with. But you played in my face. Hey, Coco. Welcome to the podcast. You played in my face. You played in my face. You lied on me. You had people thinking I was a lesbian. So let's be clear. Because I'm not ashamed of nothing I did. Can't nobody do nothing to me. Don't nobody got a heaven or hell to put me in. But when I did date a bitch, she was 6 feet with six figures. Let's be clear. You don't qualify on any level. You don't qualify on any level. So the next time you decide you want to lie on me, be careful I can't come back and verify or deny the lies because I don't lie. I have no reason to lie. Whoever I cracked, didn't crack, I was speaking of cracking when you was looking down your nose at me when I told you I used to be a mistress by choice. And I would never do that. I would never do that. And I was like, well, that's great for you, but baby, don't worry about what I was doing. Because again, I stand 10 toes down on everything that I do. You was looking down your nose at me, only to find out that she because see, the story I got was you didn't know he was married. That was a lie. So all this time, sorry guys, all this time I felt like, you know, she didn't know he played in her face. But oh, that was a lie. Huh? What? What? That was a lie? Oh, okay. Or better yet, hmm. So I used to have a friend back when I was back in young, back in my early teens, right? He was in and out of the penitentiary. In and out of the penitentiary. Mister couldn't get right because he was robbing folks in Beverly Hills. Let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. He was robbing folks in Beverly. They called him the Rolex Bandit. Google him. He in the newspaper. Okay. He did another robbery. 2000, about 2003, 2004, maybe somewhere around that time. Google him. His name is Colton Simpson. Used to be a Crip. Google him, you'll find him. It'll pop right up. Anyway, he was my friend. Yeah, we dated. Yeah, we messed around. And she knew it. Okay. At one point, I had hooked them up because he was going to help my niece get some work done because she's a rapper, very talented rapper, very talented artist, very talented editor, and she cute. I ain't gonna just because she's mine, but she cute. But anyway, moving on. She said she was talking to him, helping my niece out get some work. Okay, cool. I said, but I don't rock with him, so I don't even want him rocking with her. But if that's gonna help her career out, go right ahead with that. Only to find out that not only was she talking to him, they somehow became engaged. Mm. I wish I had my sound machine hooked up so I could have just put that sound in right there. Yeah. They had become engaged. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I tell you that he was in the penitentiary for 125 years? Huh? Oh, yeah. He was sentenced to 125 years. I think right now his possible parole date is 2029. Look it up. I ain't got no reason to lie. See, I'm a bitch. I don't have a reason to motherfucking lie to people. I don't lie. I don't lie. You know why? Because don't nobody have a heaven or a hell to put me in. So while you running around here doing all this sneaky shit behind my back, I always tell people, God will make it come to the light when he needs for me to know. And baby, this past 4 days, all type of shit came to the light. But when somebody shows you who they are, you better believe them. Now, she knew that I had an issue with my sister at one point in the past doing some dirty, underhanded stuff. Okay? So if you thought that my sister and I had a problem for a long time that we finally got past, what the fuck did you think was going to happen when I found out about you and him? And allegedly, her name is tattooed on his arm? Really? So you went behind your quote unquote best friend wifey's back talking to the dude she used to mess with? Got engaged to him? Because it's mighty funny if my best friend got engaged, bitch, I would have told. Girl, guess what? We getting married. Crickets, radio silence. And allegedly, you've been to the prison to visit. You know that's record. You could go look that up and check to see if that person is on a visitation form at Corcoran Prison, or Corcoran, I think it's called Corcoran Prison in California. One of the most notorious prisons in all of the United States. But I ain't gonna tell nobody. Really? You didn't learn enough from dealing with that other nigga in prison, Norman, whatever his name was, the little short dwarf that had you sending money and all them packages of shit to the penitentiary. You didn't learn enough from that. You didn't learn your lesson from that, huh? You still like inmates, huh? Okay. It's the betrayal for me. It's the betrayal. It's the betrayal. It's the lies. It's the shenanigans. It's all. Hey guys, I'm live on Facebook. Hey guys, hey Pink and Sin and Coco and I'm sorry everybody. I didn't see these comments over here. I'm sorry. I had the screen closed. But back to what I was saying. It's the betrayal for me. It's the lies for me. It's the lies. Because at the end of the day, I don't go behind not near one of my friends. I don't care if they did it that nigga 80 years ago. I'm not going behind him. It's a respect factor, which clearly you don't have no sense of. And you know, the truth of the matter is, I should have known this a long time ago because you used to do little shit and then we wouldn't talk for a couple of weeks or a month or so because I had to give you 50 feet because you used to do little shit. I'd be like, that kind of shit might get you fucked up. You might want to stop doing that. Like, da 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 da. And then you do right. And whatever tricks come around, you be moving this shit. But come to find out, no, you've been dirty macking me from the beginning. from the beginning. You've been playing in my face about not having no money, and you done had PPP loans and stock sales and all type of shit. And I didn't see a quarter of that money. Well, let's talk about how many times I fed you, housed you. When we traveled and you talking about you gonna only eat peanut butter and jelly because you don't have no money, and I fed you again, even, huh? Say what? Say who? Oh, that's where we at? Okay, cool, cool. Let me tell you what you won't ever be able to do again, baby. Hmm? Is ask me for anything. If you were on fire, I would not spit on you. See, you better than anybody else should know what I'm capable of. See, you tough talking Tommy, talk that good shit, but you know I'm about that life. So to make sure I don't get myself in trouble, my daddy was fast talking. God is blessing you. God is doing this. And I said, and you're right. Hence why I'm laying in my bed and I'm not at the airport. You're proud of me, right, Dad? He's like, I'm so proud of you. Because I don't do people wrong on purpose because I know I'm not wrapped too tight. I don't throw rocks and hide my hands. Anything I do, I'll do. I said it. And don't call me, text me, email me, and I'll say it again, like I'm saying it on live. You was a foul ass mama. If I would have known then what you were doing to your kids, we would have never been cool. Ever. We would have never been friends this long. 18 years. For those of you who don't know, we've been friends 18 years since 2006. 18 years. 18. If I would have known that you was leaving your kids in a house with no power, no water, moving your 17-year-old daughter's boyfriend into the house with you, I would have lost my mind. We would have never been cool. Because I don't rock like that and you knew it. That's why you didn't tell me. That's why you hid that shit. That's why you did that shit. That's why you never told me the things that you were doing to your children, because I would have went upside your head and probably taken my niece and nephew. Because my other nephew had already left your ass and went back to his auntie, which I never knew was his sister's daddy who raised him. Because when you had him as a child, you was too trifling to put yourself out of your misery. I didn't mean it like that. Let me retract that. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say was you was too trifling to be a mama, and you was too busy having a fucking pity party. She took your baby and raised him as her own. Could never figure out why they had such a bond, but I now know. See, it's funny. Pastor Mike has said, where you're going, everybody can't go. And I kept getting these little visions of her face. I kept getting visions of her face. I said, Lord, are you telling me she can't go? Like, we've been together like two flat tires for forever. Like, that's the bestie wifey. Like, I know you're not talking about her. But I said, Lord, you know me, your child is slow. Make it plain for me. Well, baby, it couldn't have got no more plain than this. Message received, God. Message received. Message received. Anything more than what he just showed me? When I tell you, I think this almost took me out. I was like, I would have never, you could have never told me in a million years that we would not be cool again in life. But hey, you're in life for a reason and a season. And the reason and the season has come and gone. I don't wish her no ill will. I hope her marriage is long and successful. I hope they have great long years, because he waited a long time. He has been in love with her since he was 11 years old. But now I find out that everybody lies. So let them two be together forever and happily wedded bliss. Amen. Because I am cool. I'm cool. Like when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And I promise you, I believe you. I promise you, I believe you. Baby, do I believe? Oh, do I believe? I feel so horrible for my niece and nephew because they never got a chance to be kids. My niece said how she called her every name but the child of God to her face on more than one occasion. See, now, she has such deep scars. I don't know if she'll ever be whole. But I'm going to continue to pray for her and pour into her and pray over her and ask God to show up and show out in her life. And my nephew, who never got a chance to be a teenage boy and to learn how to grow up to become a man because he never had nobody to be there and show him how to do it. I'm going to continue to pray for him, pray over him, pray with him, pour into him because they never had a chance because their mama was running around thought in every goddamn place. And I never knew. I had no clue. She always told me I'm working, I'm working, I'm working. Yeah, but you moved out of one place and left your kids with an ex-boyfriend. You just left the kids there. Like you leave some clothes at an old house. You just left them there. You just left them there. And the dude tells him, okay, well, your mama's gone. Y'all got to find somewhere to go. Girl, bitch, ooh. I tell you the things that I've heard, the hurt in them children's voices, the hurt that I feel that I didn't know, because they thought I knew everything. So of course they're not going to come to me for help because they thought I was condoning her bad behavior. But I wasn't because I didn't know. When I tell you I didn't know that she was a thought because she swears she was such a good girl. You was starting at the expense of your children. That's the worst type of thought of them all. Because your kids didn't ask to come here. They did not ask. So let me just give you this little public service announcement for you little bras that still can have kids. Don't have them if you're not ready to take care of them or give them to somebody who is. Let me say it for those in the back. Don't have kids unless you're ready to take care of them. And if you're not, give them to somebody who is. Because they didn't ask to come here. They did not ask you to lay down and gap your legs open and have babies to just mistreat them. They didn't ask you for that. So do them a favor. Don't have them unless you know how to put them first. Don't have them if you're ready to keep running around to this one and that one and this one and that one. Don't have them then. Leave them be. Because you fucked them kids up and they grow up to be fucked up adults. So suffice it to say, I have been betrayed this week. Well, actually, I've been betrayed since 2006, but I didn't know that. I just found out that I've been betrayed this week and portrayed to be a lesbian lover and said that I wanted to be called a lesbian lover. Bitch, who walks around want to be known as a lesbian lover? Anyway, on that note, guys, the tequila's calling me. I love you. Here's some rays from Ray. Woo. Yeah, I'm going to the nail shop tomorrow. You guys have an amazing day. And if you don't you dare go messing up anybody else's. Shout out to my girl, Tabitha Brown. Don't forget to click, and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Share it. If it doesn't apply to you, maybe someone else you know needs it. Okay? Bye, guys. Have an amazing day.